Hey guys, it's me, Goth Tella, Firefly Parker's evil twin, and welcome to day 23 of October. Today I am going to be reading you a scary story called Girl Who Vanished. The Girl Who Vanished is a scary story about a girl who goes missing under mysterious circumstances and nobody can figure out how she disappeared. One day, when I was on the phone with my aunt and uncle, they told me they had heard a very strange story from a friend. Apparently, in the 1950s, there was a child who went missing in our city. She was only 4 years old, and she disappeared in the evening while she was taking a bath. The mother and father were downstairs watching TV. When they heard their daughter's screams, they ran upstairs to the bathroom, but the door was closed. They tried to open it, but it was locked. Just then, the father heard the sound of whispering coming from behind the door. He shouted his daughter's name, but there was no response. Just an uneasy silence. The mother flew into a panic. She ran out into the street, screaming and calling for help. One of their neighbors came running to see what he could do, and together they managed to kick down the bathroom door. The room was in darkness, and there was a strange smell in the air. When they turned on the lights, the parents almost fainted at what they saw. The bathroom was a mess. The floor and walls were covered in blood. Trembling with fear, the father ran to the bathtub. The water was stained with blood, but the little girl was gone. The room was empty. The windows were tightly shut. The door had been locked. There was no way for her to get out, but somehow the little girl had disappeared. She was never found. The police investigated, but they were baffled. It seemed too impossible to figure out, and the mystery of her disappearance was never solved. Later, the mother ended up committing suicide. The father lost his mind and was confined to a mental home. I thought this story was fiction until a few days ago. It all began when I heard a strange noise coming from my bathroom. It frightened me because there was nobody else in the apartment. It was a low rumbling sound. I decided to take a look, and when I opened the bathroom door, I was shocked to see that all of the shelves with shampoos and gels had been dumped in a heap on the tiled floor. I almost screamed with fear and ran to my bedroom, locked the door behind me. All of a sudden, the lights went out and the room was plunged into total darkness. I tried to calm myself down, telling me it was just a coincidence. But then something happened that I will remember for the rest of my life. I heard the sound of laughter. It was the quiet laughter of a young girl, and it sounded like it was right there in the room with me. I heard small footsteps coming towards me in the darkness. I screamed and tried to flee, but in pitch black, I couldn't find the handle door. But in the pitch black, I couldn't find the door handle. My hands searched and searched, but all I could feel was smooth glass. In a panic, I began to get disoriented. The darkness was so complete, I couldn't see a thing. My hands roamed along the walls, desperately searching for the door. I was more terrified than I ever been in my life. I was just shaken with fear. The cackling laughter got louder and louder. I couldn't see anything. I started beating on the glass, throwing myself against it like a trapped animal. I don't know how long it lasted, but all of a sudden there was a loud crash as the glass shattered. The light hit my eyes, and I found myself lying outside in the corridor. I picked myself up, and without daring to look back, I ran as fast as I could. I dashed down the stairs, first through the front door, and fled out onto the street. I didn't know where to go or what to do. All I knew was that I couldn't go back to my apartment. I called my aunt and uncle and told them what happened. They apologized to me. They said they were sorry they told me about her, but they didn't know what else to do. The little girl had been haunting them for days, ever since they heard about her. They told me she haunts anyone who knows her story, and the only way to get rid of her is to tell someone else. Ever since then, I haven't been able to sleep. Every time I try to close my eyes, I hear her cackling laughter. It's driving me insane. But tonight is a special night, because tonight I will finally be able to get a good night's rest. Whoever you are, thank you for reading my story, because now the little girl is behind you. Turn around and say hello to her. All together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello. I see nobody. I hope you enjoyed that story. Sorry if I gave you a bit of a scare, but I'm Goth Tella, and I'm a goth, and I live for scary stuff. Thank you so much for watching this story. I am Goth Tella, Firefly Parker's evil twin. Tune in tomorrow for day 24 of October. I'm Goth Tella, Firefly Parker's evil twin. As always, you rock my world in the song lyrics of Michael Jackson. No wait, I shouldn't say that. Because Firefly Parker told me that I should respect everyone's privacy. So, I'm Goth Tella, Firefly Parker's evil twin. Tune in tomorrow for day 22. Tune in tomorrow for day 24. Bye!